What does this win mean to you?
Well, it's pretty awesome for the kids. They work hard and they buy into everything. And, we find a way to win games, and that's because of the chemistry and the attitude in the locker room. And we gave up a lot of yards, did a lot of things, some good, some not so good, but we won the game. That's the bottom line.
Talk about what was going through your mind on the last drive, the defensive stop. Kind of wasn't able to stop them all day, and then that Vitito held that ball forever there when Taylor got to him at the end.
Yeah. Well, usually when I get to those kind of points in the game, I don't usually watch the plays. And, I wasn't watching that particular play, but like I said, the kids that just played really hard and just found a way to win the game.
What are you watching? Where were you?
I would just walk around and listen to the crowd. I know if they stopped them or if we gave it up by their sound.
What about the Emmanuel's touchdown catch there, the passing throw, the pass from Padron? Where's that rate passing stuff you've seen?
Well, Emmanuel makes big plays in big games. The catch and throw, and that one was actually the same play. And we were waiting for a time to catch him right man to man. That was the first time they came up and pressed that formation. And as soon as I saw him come out of the huddle, I knew that we had a touchdown. I was just hoping Kyle saw the same thing I did. And Kyle threw a very catchable ball, and Emmanuel just, he's not going to be denied. He's a big-time player. Big players make big plays in big games, and that's what he does.
Can you talk about your true freshman quarterback?
Yeah, he's getting better and better. He did some things tonight that he hadn't done. We try to manage the game as best we can for him, but I can see right now I can start to let it loose a little bit more because he's getting better. And he did some things tonight, really good. He threw the one interception that was disappointing. When he looks at the film tomorrow, if we hit Al with it, he'd probably run probably 80 yards. But he's trying real hard to do what we ask him to do, and I'm just really proud of him. He's got poise, and he's got that something that he step up in the pocket and the guys rally around. He's a good player.
So at this point, are you ready to say the Kyle Padron as your starting quarterback?
Well, I would say this, that he's got to lose the job right now. He's 3-0 as a starter. Played pretty good in the second half of the first game against Houston. So right now, you just go with what got you to the dance, and he's getting us to the dance right now.
Speaking of that, you're now in first place in Conference USA. When did you guys get that? What does that mean to you to be in that position now?
Well, I don't think in terms. We got 2 conference games left, and we need to focus on those. And if we're still in that position in 2 weeks, then what a thrill that would be.
Can you talk about the emotion from the fans from the city of Dallas that you saw after the game, just everybody going crazy?
Well, so many of those students, really have never won here, and they weren't even born when last night went to a bowl game. So it's pretty exciting, I'm sure, for them. The crowd, when I wasn't looking at the play, I could tell whether we sacked them or something bad happened. I can tell you that because they were into the game. And ultimately, I think we're ahead of schedule of where we really thought we would be. We thought it would be one more recruiting class, but the kids have bought into everything, and we're doing it with a lot of young kids. I really feel bad for Sterling Moore. It's just heartbreaking that he is not going to be able to play the rest of this year. And he's been the difference in so many games for us so far. And we just that's a heartbreaking deal. But hey, the kids are excited. I'm sure some of them are still out on the field right now, probably.
So it is confirmed he's done for the year?
Well, I don't know that. They haven't done an MRI and all that, but it did. I saw when it happened, and usually when you twist and do what he did, it usually is not good.
Obviously, we've talked about 6 wins all year. 6. Are you confident that means you're going
I'm confident it does, and if we don't, then that's what happens, but I'm confident we will.
You've said so many times that's a lot about the players, the relationships with the players that you remember, in your past career. What's it like, do you think, for like Emmanuel Sanders, the Chase Kennemers, the seniors for 26 games?
Obviously they've been through a lot of stuff here at this school. What's really exciting to me is that these kids have really not only come together, but they've come together in really almost a spiritual way. And it's been really neat to see them honoring God and honoring each other. And it's really a neat process that's going on right now. And seeing the personalities change, learning how to love each other, learning how to trust each other, it's really been a neat experience.
Coach, losing the 21-7 lead, like in the Navy and Washington State game, and coming back this time, is that taking a step for this team?
Well, I think that both Tulsa and this game, when the offense hasn't been able to do it previous, we went down and got ahead again. And, that says we're growing up. And defensively, we made enough plays to win the game. We gave up 650 yards or whatever we gave up, but hey, that happens in this day and age.
Can you talk about, you mentioned Sterling Moore, can you talk about the corner position as a whole? Earlier in the year you lost to Darius Bell. Where are you at on depth?
Well, I was really happy that Benny went in and did his job, and unfortunately we had an instant replay guy replay the thing at a home game. Otherwise he probably wouldn't have got beat at a deal. That shows that you got to kind of grow up everywhere. I haven't been at it this long at school, understanding that those things matter. And I'm just glad we won, so that whoever did that doesn't have to live with it that we did.
On that final 4th down play, when the UTEP calls timeout, what do you say to the defense?
I didn't really step in the huddle. We were just telling what our defensive call was and what we thought they were going to do. It's a learning experience. Their quarterback played extremely well, but you just can't take a sack on 4th down. You can't do that. And, Kyle will get better after watching that too. That if he's ever in that situation, you have to throw the ball. You can't take a sack. And that kid played a heck of a game, and it's just too bad that happened to him. But I'm glad it happened to him instead of me.
Is Marcus okay? Marquise is banged up?
Yeah, I think he was fine.
How about Sean Bray McNeil? What about his game?
Well, he's just, he's been awesome. He's a fun guy to coach, fun guy to be around. And, we've become, to be quite honest, I think we've become his family, and it's been fun to watch happen.
Can you talk about Marcus Hunt? He keeps doing it over and over.
Yeah, how about getting another one?
Teams know he's going to block. They know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Why is he impossible to block?
Well, he has tremendous leverage, and he knows how he has learned what we teach and trying to get through the gap. And he's hard, man. He's hard. He's strong and powerful, and long arms, and he's got 2 games to get 1 more. That's pretty amazing.
Did you follow the Houston Civic Ford game before it came on the field? Did you know that Civic Ford had a shot?
I knew that they had. Just when I walked on, I had watched and saw the final come across. But I didn't say anything to you guys.
Anything else?
All right, thank you.